Nifty. Welcome, Arcanist Armory fans. Sorry for the brief delay. I was impressed by the ability to start the recording from across the room. Technology. We have a technomancer for our new DM. Well, we want to welcome you to season 2, episode 1. Sam Johnson will be taking over the DM spot for the next start of the season, and we'll see where we go. If you want to see the intros to the characters, you can look. They were uploaded throughout November and December.
Okay. Start.
New character who did.
New campaign who did. So start with Leda.
Okay.
Since you're the one that's starting the furthest away from town.
That's fair. Where did I get dropped off?
You got dropped off at the edge at the bank of a river. You see a road leading to a town in the distance, and there is a well-dressed looking, I forgot what race.
Marco the Scribing Gnome.
A well-dressed looking gnome that is walking.
About my height.
That is walking up the road.
Just ahead of me.
Just ahead of you.
Okay, cool.
He seems like he's going towards the town.
Might as well.
That's all you guys have.
Okay, I'll run up to him.
You guys can describe your characters as well.
I'm
in
a
case people
halfling.
forgot or didn't watch the first
Let
intros.
me find. I'm a 3 foot tall halfling with brown hair.
Let's see.
On the young side. Nothing fast.
You have 10 seconds.
Would it be okay if I roll persuasion to see if I see her disembarking? And not persuasion.
You may roll
perception.
Yes.
Persuade my eyes.
Yes, persuade your eyes to see that.
9.
9. Are you trying to be stealthy as you get off the boat? The boat is not being stealthy.
No.
The boat is not being.
I think the way I come off the boat is very much. Here you go. Apparently I'm being left here.
Roll a Constitution save.
Bad. 4
Okay.
off of a 5.
You look. You hear a splash coming up the river, and you look towards it, and you see a very bright white light. And now you can't. And now you are blind.
So he was, hello.
Okay.
As you have looked directly at the solar barge emerging from the underworld.
So
Apparently I'm off here.
So I reach into my pocket for my trusty pouch of salt, and I throw it at what has blinded me.
Okay.
How far away am I?
Make a just roll dexterity at disadvantage since you're blind. Don't know what you're throwing it at.
12 either way, plus 3, 5, 15 on
Okay.
throwing salt
What's your
in a
AC?
spray.
13.
Okay, you get sprayed with salt as you come off the boat.
Thank you for the welcome.
You see a disoriented gnome.
Back to the underworld with you. Be gone.
as the
Are there any rocks nearby?
there are probably you probably
Just a
could find
pebble,
one.
not a big one.
You probably could find something.
I'm
He seems
chucking
a little
rock
bit
back at him.
disoriented by having looked directly at the boat that you just got off of.
I pick up
As
a pebble
the
and I
boat
chuck it.
floats off down the river, you do not see the boat floating down the river.
I pick up like a smallish pebble and I chuck it out.
Okay.
No, it's probably not gonna hit. I'm very disoriented too.
That's fair. But you don't have disadvantage because you can see what you're
I mean,
throwing
it's
at.
only a 6. So.
Okay. You throw the rock gently in his direction and it lands about halfway between you.
Hello to you too.
At this point, you are able to get your vision back, and you
Okay.
can see the halfling that is now that is not glowing, standing in the river, and there is no
What the
transportation like a boat or something in sight
Okay.
for why she would be there.
I walk over, dust her off, and say, "I saved you from the ghosts."
Something like that. From one lunatic to another. Well, I'm heading to town, so bye.
Okay.
Please don't throw salt at me again.
Stay lucky, and we'll see.
Okay. As you guys are approaching the town, it is getting close. It is about dusk at the moment.
Do we have to rush or can we make it back reasonably?
Make what back?
Make it to town on a reasonable.
You guys you're far enough. You're close enough to town that as the sun is setting, is when you.
You almost ended up in the underworld again. The sun's going down again already.
The sun's going down already.
Who's almost got stranded.
But you who realized you were on the solar barge, having the realization that the solar barge is not connected to the sun in the sky at the moment.
That does not surprise me.
There seems to be someone else in control of the sun.
I believe I know who it is at this point too.
You probably have some inklings.
Yep.
I don't remember how proficient you are in religion.
Religion? I'm decent. We'll see.
Yeah. You probably have some ideas of who it could be instead of Ra or whoever just dropped you off.
Valid.
So the sun is dipping low as you guys approach the town. Most of the buildings here are old and worn. It looks like, at least here on the outskirts, this isn't a space that has a town that has a ton of money in it. And some of the buildings seem to even be abandoned. They've just been left to the elements.
Possible shelter.
As the sun is setting behind the distant peaks, what do you guys do? Where do you go? You guys are on the outskirts of the town.
Probably go try to find people.
Okay, you can hear like the sounds of the end of day in a town square further up the road, and you can see
I kind of need to figure out where I am at
and you can see a few
in the
people.
land of living.
You can see a few people making their way, closing up their shops and
Okay.
heading home for the day.
Okay, I would approach one of them and trying to figure out where I'm at.
Okay.
And possibly when I'm at.
You approach a woman who seems to be closing up what looks like a cart that usually holds baked goods, but it's empty at the moment because it's the end of the day.
Yeah. Just don't remember the last time I've eaten.
There might be something there, but it looks like she's packed most of it up. That her usual customers are gone for the day. Have already come through.
That makes sense.
So she's packing it up. So what do you say?
Pardon me. What is the name of this town?
This here is Stone Reach. We're not used to too many visitors. Where do you come from?
It's a long story.
So
Let's just say I've traveled quite a distance.
She's not a ghost.
You're still following me, got it.
I see. That is actually a good to know.
You throw salt.
Odd.
That's how I know she's not a ghost.
So what brings the two of you to town? I'm assuming you aren't together.
No.
We're about the same height too.
Well, the banking guild from the capital sent me out to see if Stone's Reach was large enough to set up a new branch.
Oh, you'd be wanting to talk to Aaron about that.
Who is Aaron?
Oh, he's the richest person in town. She points to a large building that is well-maintained yard. He lives there. He's usually hanging around here looking for new people. You might see him tomorrow if you come by.
Okay.
In the morning.
Do you know of any good places to spend the evening?
She points over to a building just off the main road. Has a worn sign where the paint is kind of peeling off of, and it says Inn and Tavern.
Very creative.
That would be that'd be the place to go. Joshua is a good fellow. He don't get too many people going in there nowadays.
Did something change recently?
Oh, it's been this way as far as I remember. Some of the older folks talk about that some wizard took a bunch of people up the mountain. But that was before me. That was before I was around.
I'm quite interested in that story. Do you know where I could find some people who know this information?
She points to another smaller building off that's also there on the square. There's the town hall and where Keth lives. He's as close to a historian as you get in this town. He'd know all the stories.
Okay.
His family's been here since it was founded, so.
All right. Well, thanks for your time. I'll let you get on with your evening.
Yeah.
What time does the town hall open?
Oh, Keth's usually out a little after sunrise. And then closes up after sunset, and then closes up at sunset.
It's probably too late then. All right. So.
Takes lunch whenever he feels like. Not many visitors, not many here that are the intellectual, scholarly type.
Well, we. Well, Have a good evening. Thank you for your time.
Yep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Probably.
I'll have fresh bread and pastries then.
Wonderful.
Don't have the last time
Well, I might have something. She might still have something if you want.
Sure. I don't want to put you out.
Oh no, it's already the end of the day. It's not like anyone else is going to buy it. And she reaches behind. She kind of reaches behind there on the shelf that's under the counter and pulls out a couple of pastries and hands one to each of you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
How much do we owe you?
Oh, these ones, we'll call them free samples.
Okay.
Wonderful. We'll stop. I'll stop by in the morning for new ones, and I'll make sure to pay then.
All right.
Well, okay.
At this point, from behind you, you hear the creak of stone and wood as the statue that has been so far quiet in the middle of the square starts moving.
Nifty.
Did you hear that?
The old woman kind of
Can I
looks
throw
at
more salt?
you can make an attack roll. Just adding your dexterity.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you really got
Okay, you dust the statue, the moving statue, with salt as the woman hurriedly finishes packing up her stall and scurries down the road.
Don't worry, it's not a ghost either.
Hello
That's the
there.
problem.
Hello? Is that what you said? Hello?
It is what she said.
That's the general greeting, yes. What are you?
I am a object. I think.
Okay. Objects don't typically move.
Oh, well then,
It's okay, you can move. I just think you're more than an object.
Let me check for that. I can check for that too.
What are you making a check for?
I cast distort value to see if she looks more valuable afterward. It only works on objects.
The pedestal that she is standing on seems more valuable.
Okay.
She does not appear to.
Yeah.
Can I make
You
it?
you are neither a ghost nor an object.
Oh, if I'm a tinker, can I just like make a tinker check?
You can make an Arcana
Arcana?
check.
Okay.
I am not.
Sorry.
I believe I was an object.
Ugh, that's still 11.
11. Okay. You're able to, you tinkering around, you've made little automaton stuff that moves on their own. This seems to be along those veins, but more alive and sentient than any of the stuff
Okay.
you've made.
Okay. I believe you're like an automaton? Like a living machine?
Living machine. Okay. I am a living machine.
You do also notice the lack of gears or other mechanisms that would make her a machine.
And I probably wouldn't know exactly what it is.
No.
So, okay, cool.
You are not.
Not
you
that
are-
smart.
She is not an object.
What are you?
Well,
I-
the general term is he's not a human, it's a creature. I am a
I-
halfling.
I am Gildiden.
Yeah.
You are a Gildiden.
Yes.
Oh,
You may call me Leda.
you are a Leda. You are not the same.
No. So everyone has a name
Fortunately.
or a moniker they go by. Mine is Leda. His apparently is Gildeden.
Oh. I am
Sounds fitting.
Do you wish to stay on your pedestal? We are about to go to the inn.
Is it normal to go to the inn? Is that what Leda and Gildiden do?
It's not normal to sleep outside.
Not normally together, but yes.
Oh, then Echo shall go to the inn.
Okay. So awkwardly now being made a group by Echo. You make your way to the inn. You see a couple of tables and chairs that are in the lowly lit room. There's a middle-aged man at the bar, and then a older woman who seems to be trying to warm herself by the fire. And that is
Good. Good evening, Master Jacob, is it?
Joshua.
Joshua.
No, I couldn't remember. No. Anyway.
Pardon me. Mr. Joshua, what can we do for lodgings here?
Well, I've got rooms, got some soup, and might have a bottle of wine somewhere.
Rooms and soup sound wonderful. What is the night's fare?
Night's fare is will the three of you be together or separate rooms?
Will you throw more salt at me?
We throw salt?
No.
Gildiden throws salt.
Yes.
Noted.
She is not a ghost. She is neither.
A living machine. Or an echo.
Right.
I would rather have my own room.
Okay.
Do you have money?
I do not know what that is.
We'll share.
Okay. So that'd be 2 silver for the night. Yeah. And then so he takes the silver and then he goes into the back and comes back
Hold
later
out the
with
silver from her bag. Is this what you mean?
Yes, but don't take my money.
yes.
No, from
She,
her own pack.
Oh.
you do notice now that despite the statue not having equipment and stuff and clothes and stuff, Echo seems to have acquired some in the meantime.
Pull it out of her leg. Is this what you mean?
Yeah. So now you have all of your equipment now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in a minute. I'll get into a bar fight first day in town.
And
I've been there, done that.
Joshua returns from the back room with 3 bowls of soup and says the soup's free. It might not be the best. It cooks out tonight, but it's what we got.
It's better than what they had where I was.
Do you want to sit at a table or the bar, or where do you want to eat it?
Let's just do the table. Table work.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes over and sets the bowls down on a table, and if you need anything else, let me know. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do from there?
When he's not looking, I cast Sacred Flame on my soup. Can purge it of any impurities.
Okay.
I'm just saying, everybody look drink it.
The soup.
Holy damage to the soup.
Okay. The soup glows a little bit, and
Specifically 2 points of holy.
okay. It's an object and it
Yeah.
doesn't move, so it automatically fails its dex. There seems to be a little less liquid in your bowl now.
Everybody look and drink it.
Echo's going to stare confusedly between the two. Starts growing flowers.
and you know, for
I
flavor,
don't know.
we'll put some salt in.
I know.
No.
So you do this with soup.
Oh no, that's something that could happen.
Echo's just going to be confused and not do anything.
Okay.
I
Because
don't
she can't
know.
decide.
I'll probably go down. Like, I don't know if you can, but you're supposed to just drink it.
There are also spoons on the table for actually
Yeah, it's fine.
eating
I
it.
can eat it.
I drink.
I always have this up.
Uh,
That is soup.
Joshua, my bad. I didn't realize that the living machines probably don't eat.
I don't care. I like that. Pal.
Yeah. Grabs the towel behind the bar. Hands it over to you guys.
Does she take it or
I'm
do
gonna take it.
He says
There you go.
he says you wipe it off and he grabs another towel like this.
Rinse it off the floor.
There you go. I'll take it. It's one of these nights.
I regret it.
So Joshua, we hear that traffic to the town has been slower for the last few years. Have you heard anything?
I mean, I run the tavern, so yeah, I've heard it. I've seen it be slow. It's been slower.
Remember when it was busier?
Yeah, probably before Zadash, Zakash and his followers left up mountain. There was a lot more that came through, and then.
Was that the supposed wizard?
Oh yeah, you heard of him?
We talked to I forget her name. The baker who had us all outside. Give us
Oh,
these pastries.
okay, yeah, her pastries are good. Yeah, yeah. He took his followers up there, and then a few years after they left, there was a schism and they had a fight or something, and came back, and those that came back quickly left, and it's kind of been slow since.
Okay.
But you guys are here, so
Yeah.
And we are fast.
your automaton's vocabulary seems weird.
We just met her in the square.
Oh, so she's not yours?
She's a new traveling
No.
companion.
I am Echo. Not
Hi.
yours.
Right. Does Echo have an owner? Creator?
I exist, so yes.
We were outside talking to the baker, and we just heard this creak, and she started moving. So we know about as much as you do.
Okay. Yeah.
But I am surprised to learn that you did not have a statue outside your business before.
Did you?
The statue, I mean, there was the statue in the town square, but that's the only statue that's been in town recently.
I was up in the square.
Yeah, Echo is the only statue that was. And now it's Echo.
Okay.
Cat's gonna have a fun time with that one.
Who's Cat?
Cat.
Cat.
The
The,
historian?
he's gonna have a fun time with that one.
I'm sure.
Apparently we're making this already.
Oh, it's fine. This town needs some excitement. Bring
Well.
people back up here again.
All right, man.
Well, I'm here for the Bankers Guild. I should probably retire for the night to be fresh for the morning.
Oh, Bankers Guild looking at this place. Well, have fun.
It's been quite the journey to get here, so thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joshua.
And another.
Yeah.
And with that, Arcanist Armory fans, we will see you next week for episode 2 of season 2. Thank you.